Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. A very, very warm welcome to the virtual tavern for tonight's comedy night. I'm David Broadbent. I will be guiding you through the next hour or so. We have some fantastic comedians lined up. We've got a lineup of 6 comedians to entertain you tonight. Very different styles of comedy in there. There's definitely something for everyone. Firstly, a big thank you to Neil and to Lorraine for handing over the reins of the tavern for the evening so we can put on another comedy night. Hopefully you will all enjoy it. A word of warning before we get started, however, this being comedy in the nature of it, there will at some point be some naughty words used throughout tonight's performances. If you're easily offended by the odd F and indeed Jeff, then maybe this probably isn't for you. I think Gardener's World might still be on, or you could catch a repeat or something. But yeah, if you are easily offended, probably not for you. So, I'm David Broadbent. It is great to be with you tonight. So, since we were last here a couple of weeks ago, there's plenty that's been going on. Lockdown's been slightly eased. Sport has started again, which is brilliant because in less than 2 years' time, we've got the Commonwealth Games in this country. Birmingham 2022 promises to be quite the spectacle. In fact, the locals have been taking it very, very seriously and have been devastated by the last 9 weeks of lockdown. In fact, the Friday night before lockdown, they take it that seriously that at 2 a.m. there was a gunshot fired and 8 lads ran away. That's how serious they're taking it. It's fantastic and genius to have it in Birmingham because you might look back to London 2012 with great fondness, and there was a bit of an issue around London 2012 in that athletes from the poorest countries ended up, looking at life in London and staying for asylum after the Olympic Games. There's fuck all chance of that happening in Birmingham, is there? How bad must your life be if you sprint to Walsall to look for a better life for yourself and your family after the games have finished? Nice bit of thinking there, spot of genius having it in Birmingham. So, I'll admit, I'm one of those dicks that's tried to use lockdown to better myself. I've tried to learn things. I've been exercising more, I've been cooking more, eating better. But all the things I've tried to learn, I have learned some valuable lessons. Not like Spanish or anything useful like that. I have learnt in lockdown that there is a wrong way to wash pots. I've learned there's a wrong way to make a bed, and I've learned there's a wrong way to fold pyjamas. Who knew? It's been it's been an experience. Could be worse though. I was talking to one of my friends on the phone, not like actually talking to him. That breaks all kinds of rules. And he was telling me that he had decided to make more use of his garden and become a bit more self-sustainable. All very worthy, I'm sure you'll agree. He bought a lettuce growing kit. Again, still very worthy. For £20. Now, I was in Tesco earlier on this week, don't like to brag, but I was. Lettuce is 52p. Now, £20 is 38 and a half lettuces. Now, the rate I go through lettuce, that's about 12 years worth. He's never getting his money back on that. That's a rash purchase at best. We've done what a lot of people have done. A lot of you guys will all have done it. We've had the clear outs. We've nowhere to take it, but we've had a clear out. We've got boxes all over the place ready for a car boot sale when we get back to normality. Now, I did my first car boot sale last year. It was an experience. Never before in my life have I queued at 6:30 a.m. to get onto a car park in Bolton, but I did. What I found the weirdest thing about it is that it was live streamed by the organisers on Facebook from 7 a.m. on a Sunday morning. Who has decided at 7 a.m. on a Sunday morning they want to get up and watch on Facebook what is essentially a Romanian version of Bargain Hunt? Can you imagine the conversations in the front rooms? Val, get kettle on. Marius has just offered 50p for a £3 Sanctuary gift set. This is TV gold. Not for me at all. Still, I suppose it gives the match of the day lads something to do. They could get into some punditry on that whilst we're in lockdown. I am fed up now though. I just want my life back, and in particular my Saturday afternoons in Manchester. Now, Manchester City Centre on a Saturday afternoon, loads of great bars, loads of great happy hours. You can get some fantastic cocktails at knockdown rates, and now, as I'm in my late 30s, that's a socially acceptable thing to do. Like when I did it in my teenage years with cider on a park, I was a nuisance, but now I'm a contributing member of society and it's great. But it's not all decadence. I have to very much earn my cocktails. And that is because we have to go to Primark first. Now, if you're familiar with Manchester, you'll know that Primark in Manchester is massive. It's about 4 or 5 floors. Some of it's even got pics. You've got Chinese tourists in there taking photos of the clothes that the relatives have been paid 5p a week to make. It's quite unbelievable. So myself and the missus, we go in. I'll go downstairs to the menswear department. I'll spend a good 7 or 8 minutes there picking out a hoodie because, you know, I'm still young and cool. And at that point, I'll buy that. Then I'll go outside and stand there with the 47 blokes that are there leaning against various different walls, slowly losing the way, or indeed the will to live, as we wait for our partners to come out. Usually, it's a pretty good time to watch Soccer Saturday and check up on the scores and see how your accumulators are going on. But after about 40 or 50 minutes, I look in and my other half's coming out without any bags because the 17th items that she'd tried on just didn't feel right. As I say, I have earned my espresso martini. Right, that's more than enough nonsense for me for the time being. As I said, we've got a brilliant lineup of comedians. And first up tonight, if you've seen his promo, you can, we've all seen more of him than we'd like in his promo. Ladies, if you've not seen it, or indeed gents, we don't discriminate. Gents, ladies, if you haven't seen it yet and want to watch back his promo, it's, we'll call it cheeky. And he makes an arse of himself. And you can see why when you watch it. But first up, please welcome to the tavern, David Bilton.